Good on this guy. Win it. So I can't really say. It seems like he's making the right moves, putting in the right players. Good on you, kid. Let's see what you can do from here on out. DDD, you kind of disappointed me this week. You're going to have to bounce back if you're going to survive in our division. Any more losses like that could lead to your peril, champ. And then Chicago Chalupas, my fantasy stud of week 3 and week 4. Who's going to topple this 4-0 giant? I guess my picks this week might surprise you guys. But, moving on, there wasn't a lot of waiver wire things. We've got a lot of injuries to account for. There's just really some people picking up a lot of, spare parts. Mainly so that other people's teams can't get them. Gurley's Bush, I don't know what you're going to do about Cam. I really don't. And, it'd be like, oh, play his backup. You can't play his backup from what I gather. Drew Stanton, I think, is still out there. He plays tonight. I don't know anybody crazy enough that's going to test him out. But if you want my advice, Drew Stanton's not a bad play. He might be better than Cam, who probably will play a quarter and get hit again and go through the concussion protocol again. So, be wary. Be aware and be wary. So, let's move on. Fantasy dud for this week. Bad to the bone, Jeffrey White. Come on, kid. Come on, man. You gotta hit the century mark if you want to be relevant in this league. I mean, your division is probably bottom tier, but you're still gonna have to play. You're still gonna, if you want to make the playoffs in this league, you're still gonna have to put forth the effort. Chris, tell me, who do you see as the main contender in your division? Who is your eye on that you have to beat when you play?
Like you said, right now Chicago Chalupas is on a hot streak. I don't know if his team's got the sustainability, but Antonio Brown's pretty ridiculous.
So you wish that guy got mouth cancer?
Yeah, some kind of cancer would be nice.
Either way, I have to agree with you. I got a poll up right now saying who in the Central Division is definitely not going to make the playoffs. My eye is saying that at least 2 people from the Central Division will make the playoffs. They'll probably get that wild card berth. And there's 3 of y'all, obviously, the undefeated guy and the 2 other teams with 1 loss, got a good shot at getting not only the division but the wild card berth. Who in the division, and I guess this is low-hanging fruit, who in the division do you think will not make the playoffs?
Well, I was gonna go with Classy Strippers, just off the cuff, but
because you play them twice.
Yeah, probably. But thinking about it more, though, looking at DTMT's team, I feel like his team's falling apart a little bit, and he might be struggling.
And that guy looked solid week 1. I mean, he looked real good, didn't he?
Week 1, he did, but he hasn't since.
I haven't voted yet on that poll, but I think you might have convinced me with the "Don't Touch Me" there, Emmanuel Hernandez's team. It looks like he is struggling quite a bit. I mean, that loss to Classic Strippers is going to come back to haunt him, I feel anyway. But let's look at this week. Could you give me the matchups for this week? And I'm going to get your picks. Go ahead. Go to your scoreboard and tell me who's playing. Who, out of all the 6 matchups, what you got?
I guess we can start with Chicago Chalupas and the Storm is brewing. I think talking before we started this, we both feel like this might be the upset of the week.
Woo! Ding,
so,
ding, ding.
I think the Storm is brewing is going to pull out a win on this one.
Do I agree with you? I gotta say yes. I love what Chicago Chalupas is doing. Don't get me wrong. I love it. But a Storm is brewing. To have the auto draft king knock off the only undefeated team would just be fantasy football to me. Who else do you got?
Let's see. Next we got Bad to the Bone and Lazy Pugs.
Lazy Pugs had a win last week.
He did, but not this week.
Those old guys give you one good one a month, right? You get one a month, old guys. Jimmy Graham, injury prone. Gronk, injury prone. Drew Brees, he didn't even play very well, but he had some stellar performances by like Steve Smith and stuff. Why you got him losing this week?
Just Jeffrey White's team back to the bone looks pretty solid. I think most of his guys are gonna have a pretty good team.
Bounce back from that fantasy dud.
Yeah.
I have to agree with you there. I think we're 2 for 2 on the agreements. I think Bad to the Bone bounces back easily and crushes that lazy Pucks team that is, probably past their bedtime. Got to take that red pill by 6 p.m. so you knock them out by 8, right? Geriatrics 101. So, who you got next?
Next up, Flawless Victory, Classy Strippers.
Ooh, that's a divisional rival you got there with Classy Strippers. Are you picking them to win?
No, I'm not.
No, you are not. Give me your analysis there.
They both have good teams. I just think Flawless Victory's team's gonna do better. He's got some solid guys.
Oh, who you got there in the background? A little stretch there. Oh, what kind of dog is that?
That is
Nala?
Rottweiler. Yeah, it's Nala.
I thought Nala was like a pocket dog. You got a Rottweiler back there?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. All right, we digress. Welcome Nala to the show. I think Andrew Luck is the linchpin for Flawless Victory. Andrew Luck does well. Flawless Victory does well. Andrew Luck does poorly, which I hate the Colts. There is no other team, maybe the Titans, but there is no other team. Peyton Manning has ruined the Colts for me, and it fills me with so much joy to watch the Colts suffer after having glorious years with Peyton Manning. I hope Andrew Luck turns into RG3. I said it. I want both of those guys to be just the shittiest people on the planet when it comes to playing football. I've said it. RG3's done for the year. Let's go ahead and put the toe tag on Andrew Luck this year. I got Flawless Victory, however, winning this because what better remedy for any quarterback's woes than to play the Chicago Bears? What other remedy is there? You play the Bears, you score 4 touchdowns, and you throw for 350 yards. Case closed. I think Flawless Victory wins that as well. So you had Flawless Victory winning as well. We're 3 for 3. Next up.
Next up, we got Designated Drunk Drivers and Don't Touch Me There. I'm going to go with Designated Drunk Drivers just because...
Oh, that's my divisional rival. All right, give me the analysis, guy.
Mostly because I would like to see Manuel lose. And, if both him and Classy Strippers lose, that just, secures my spot into the playoffs that much.
Yeah, I can't argue with that. Me, on the other hand, am picking Don't Touch Me There. I think DDD's team is rife with, some inconsistencies. And that's good for me. I mean, I've already got one win against the guy, so I just got to beat him another time just to make sure that he can't get in the playoffs above me. Got to keep winning. I might even be a sneaking wild card, but my goal is obviously the divisional championship. You can't have a guy that's been in the playoffs 3 years running not make the playoffs all of a sudden. Sorry, champ. Just where the dice rolls. Don't Touch Me There. That's our first inconsistency with our picks. I got Don't Touch Me There. You got DDD. Let's move on.
I think it's going to be close, but yeah. Next up, Bull City versus the host with the most 13 yards.
Ooh! Who you got winning that one?
I'm going to have to give it to you, bro.
All right.
Bull City's team just it looks like smashed ass. Really.
Just hyper smashed ass. I understand. I feel you. I mean, I really didn't think I was going to lose the Lazy Pucks. I thought that was an easy wrapped up. But, I mean, a broke clock is right twice a day, right? I mean, it's right twice a day. So I don't like to take anything for granted. I gave those first 3 weeks that Bell was gone, I picked myself to lose those. And the 1 week I come back and pick myself, I'm down and out. I just, D-Hop scores less than 5 points. Yeah, Julio Jones over there scoring 300 yards. Fucking, I don't even know how many touchdowns, 50 plus points. Could have had that guy, Could have had that guy.
Yeah, you could have.
But I digress. I have to pick myself as well. I can't see myself losing to the. I just can't. I don't even know if I should even fix my lineup. I don't even think I need to do any tweaks. I can go ahead and put TJ Yeldon. He just came back from London. I can go ahead and start that nigga. Probably get more points than some of these guys that this guy has. So he's on bye week. Now, all right, we still got one inconsistency. Let's go with the last and final match.
All right, last and final match is yours truly, Bolt Up Bitches versus Des DMs Lead 2. This is a horrible fucking name.
It's just an awful fucking name. Just awful. Who do you got winning this one?
Of course, I got myself winning this game.
If you can't believe in anybody, you gotta believe in yourself.
Amen, brother. I got Brady coming back.
Woo!
And I think it's just gonna be on. I think
any rust on Brady? Any rust?
Maybe for a quarter and a half.
You think he's gonna light this shit up, don't you?
Oh yeah, he's gonna.
He's like
got something to prove, just like most years that he's been getting suspended. He's gonna come out and be like, "Fuck y'all, I'm still a badass."
He stays with a chip on his shoulder. Yeah. Oh, you draft me in the 6th round? Fine. I'll take my knocks. I'll sit back here. Oh yeah. I almost get a perfect season. Oh what? You break my fucking leg or whatever he did. He tore his knee, came back, had something to prove. Not everybody can play in this system. I tend to agree with you. I also have you, not only because you're on the show today, I also have you winning. And I didn't pick you last week, which kind of I felt bad. But I like where your team is headed. You're in a division that I think is filled with sharks, and you're holding your own in that water tank, son. So I gotta say kudos and thanks for being on the show. I know it's early, doing some packing, going over to what do they call it? The Channel 4 News Team City. Is that where we're going?
Sure.
Way! But I appreciate you coming on. I think that's about all we have time for. I caught us up on the fantasy duds and studs. Trying to score over 100 points, people. This is embarrassing. This stuff's going on the internet, right? There's a lot of pride in this show. So get it right, fellas. And thanks to Chris Garcia, a.k.a. Fluffy, a.k.a. Bolt Up Bitches, a.k.a. running the fucking Central Division as soon as Auto Draft King take a notch off that belt off of Chicago Chalupas. But that's all I got for today. Enjoy the game. Sorry for the late video, but trying to figure out this fucking Skype plus the broadcast and the audio doesn't want to work all of a sudden. And, I can't have 2 screens because I ain't got 2 cameras. And I almost threw all this shit out the window, fellas. So, just wanted to let all y'all know. I appreciate y'all. You better fucking appreciate what I do for this show. So, I love you guys. Good luck to everybody except for the motherfucker playing me and obviously our co-host here. I hope both of bitches gets the victory as well. I mean, I did pick him. So, alright, fellas. You all have a good one, and adios, motherfucker.